So it is often that people will look at selfish behavior as if it's a bad characteristic within an individual. You know, you'll hear people say things like, oh, you're just being selfish, or you only care about yourself. And, you know, I've thought about this in the past, and today I decided to discuss it in a video. But I just don't think being selfish is always a bad thing. And, you know, what is bad, what is good, what is right, what is wrong? I mean, all that stuff is subjective. But even with what is generally considered good or bad, I still fail to see how being selfish is a inherently bad trait. How I see it, being selfish could actually benefit you. I'm not saying you have to be the most self-absorbed, egotistical person in the world, but you know, sometimes not caring about things that don't affect you or you can't control would benefit you. Like, I've seen many people get so wrapped up and stressed about things that have nothing to do with them, things that are completely out of their control. You know, and I don't want to say don't worry about things that you can't control, because, like, you know, I hate when people say that, because, like, you don't choose to worry about those things. It kind of just happens. Like, you're not consciously trying to worry. It's just you can't help but worry about some of these things that you have no control over. But if you can manage to not worry about these things that you can't control, I do think you could benefit from that. It could, you know, save you a lot of stress. It seems like in this day and age, more than ever before, people are concerned with everything that goes on in the world, right? Like, everyone has to pick a side. Everyone has to have an opinion on everything. For me, there's so many things that I just don't give a fuck about. Doesn't concern me, has nothing to do with me, and I just don't care. Right? That doesn't mean I'm okay with everything that goes on, or that it makes me happy. But I don't get wrapped up in it. And honestly, I think things might be a little better if other people were, you know, acted in a similar way. You don't have to have a strong opinion on everything, right? Like, I don't. There's things that just I don't care about. You know what? Like the abortion thing, right? Abortion rights. Me, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't care personally. So does that make me pro-choice? No, because if abortion was outlawed completely, I wouldn't care. If abortion was legal with absolutely no restrictions across the board, I also wouldn't care. It's not something I give a fuck about, right? So people that do care about it, you know, they can argue amongst themselves. Me, I just don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to take a side on that, because I just don't give a fuck about it. And I don't feel like I am a bad person for not caring about that. I don't think you have to be concerned with everything and everyone. It's okay to just to step back and say, hey, I don't really care about this, or it doesn't concern me. You know, y'all deal with that. I'm gonna go do my thing. I think that's fine. And there's also things that, you know, might have an effect on me personally, but there are things that I just can't control. It's out of my hands. And I will, you know, if I can, I'll, you know, choose not to worry about those things and, you know, keep them out of my mind. But I understand you can't always do that. Sometimes you can't help but worry about things that you can't control. And, like, I'm not a selfish person, like, not at all. Like, I can be caring, right? And I can, you know, help others. I'm just saying it's okay if you want to be a little selfish sometimes. It's okay if you don't care about everything and everyone, and you are not a bad person for that. And like I said, it could actually benefit you. Like, there are things going on in other parts of the world that I have no fucking control over, right? And some people, they will worry about these things. They will get so wrapped up in it. Me, I'm able to just, you know, sit back and be like, hey, can't control it. I don't give a fuck. Right? Doesn't mean I think these things are good. Just means I don't care. I don't care. I can't do anything about it. I'm not fucking worried about it. Should I be worried about some of these things? I don't know, maybe. But I can't control it. And I'm not going to worry about it. And, you know, I think a big contributing factor to why I feel the way that I do about this is because it seems like time is flying by. Like it is moving insanely fast. Like I feel, I honestly, I don't mean to be dramatic, but like I feel like my life is almost over. Like that's how fast time is moving in my head. Like obviously it's not moving any faster than it did 20 years ago, but it just seems like it's fucking flying. Right? So in my head, like I feel like I just don't have much time left. Like I'll be dead before I know it. You know what I mean? Like even if I live to 80, like that just doesn't seem that far out in my mind because of how fast time is moving. I at least how fast it seems like it's moving. So that might be a reason why I really just, don't give a fuck about a lot of things going on. If somebody is on their deathbed, right? There's a lot of things that they don't care about in that moment because they don't have much time left. They only care about things that are, the most meaningful to them, right? And that makes sense. And, I'm not on my deathbed, but like I said, time is fucking flying by. And again, I don't mean to be dramatic, but it just really feels like, I'll be gone before I know it. And a reason why I am not worrying about all this stuff going on in the world is because I just feel like time is super limited right now. I get it. You could say, oh no, you still have so much time left. I mean, but how much time is that really when years feel like months? Because that's what it feels like. It really fucking does. Like, yeah, time is passing at the same pace that it always has. But like, what does that matter? What does that matter to me when it feels like it is going so much faster? But anyways, I think time and how fast it seems like it's moving is a big reason why I feel the way I do about a lot of different things. So I guess that's about it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, I guess. Just to recap, like I said, I don't think being selfish is a inherently bad trait. I think it could do you some good sometimes to not worry about other things that are out of your hands. And also, I think things might be a little better in the world if people didn't feel so strongly about every single issue. Like, it's okay not to care about certain things. It's okay to sit this one out, okay? Like, that's fine. Like, you don't need to feel strongly about everything. Some things, sure, but everything, it's unnecessary. Some people just need to learn how to loosen up and be a little more carefree. And just because you personally don't care about something that you consider, bad, that doesn't mean you're heartless, that you have no empathy. It doesn't mean that at all. It might just mean that it didn't involve you, you couldn't prevent it, and you have other more important things to worry about. Yourself, your friends, your family. Things that, you actually have more control over. But anyways, I think we're going to end it there. Selfishness is not a inherently bad characteristic, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.